I agree. Hey, what up? Got one person in the in the chat. What's good? What's up? Show some love. Let me see. Let me get this set up here. Let me get it set up. Yeah. Oh, not that. Ugh, now I gotta open it up again. Uh-huh. I know, Apollo. We're getting it set up. We can't officially start until we have it. We have everything kitted, you know. Yeah. I'm not like other streamers. I'm bad at this. Share. Mm-hmm. I agree. What do you want to see today? Well, what do you want to do today? Uh-huh. Okay, well. Alright, let's get into it. Whew, Nightwave Intermission, Apollo. Excuse me. Are you ready for it? I know I'm ready. Yeah, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Yo.
Complete one sortie. Day trader. Plains of Eidolon. Earth Miner.
It's time for Nora to say good night.
Chat, what up? Welcome to ScrubStreams. Woohoo! And traditionally, whatever Warframe would wait till Wednesdays. I do it almost exclusively on Wednesdays unless there's something big. This is kind of something big, but not really. It's Nightwave Intermission. Right? You want to explain? Go ahead. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. As you can see, he's very excited. Basically, what he said is that Nightwave Intermission is an in-between chapter between the main episodes of Nightwave. Give you a chance to earn some stuff you might have missed. You'd think that Intermission 2 would have stuff from the second episode, but apparently that's not the way they're doing it. It's just an extra chance for you to get some wolf stuff and some extra slots and what have you. So I just finished beefing up my Oberon Prime. He's only ranked 26. We might level him later. We're gonna wait for some more people to get up in here. Of course.
Operator, were you visualizing a bloody battle?
Me too.
I'm gonna give it a few minutes. Uh-huh. I'm aware. Yes. Oh. Okay, once we're just waiting for a little bit, just a little bit. Uh-huh. Who should... Okay, what should we run, Apollo? Chat, feel free to just jump in the chat and let me know what we should be running. I'm personally feeling... I am personally feeling like we should run Wisp. That's who I've been really getting in there with. Chill. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I've been learning how to use Wisp. Got Wisp forever ago. Was actually gifted to me. I wanted to earn her and build her myself, but I'm not gonna, you know, when someone gifts you a frame, knowing how expensive a frame can be, and it's literally only like $3 to $5. But in plat, it's a whole lot more. You don't say no. So let's go check out what we're actually doing. So first week, and this is only going to be a couple weeks, so you don't have a lot of time to get your you don't have a lot of time to get all these boys. Kill 150 enemies with abilities. 3 assassination missions. 5 different bounties on the plains. 5 rare gems or ore in the plains. Pick up 8 rare mods. Complete 3 wages in the index. Complete 1 sortie. Seems simple. And we're going to change our frame. We're going to change our frame before we jump in. I'm going to go with I'm gonna go to the other frame I've been putting a lot of time in. I'm gonna go to Wukong, and then we're gonna go do a fucking sortie.
You have loyalty issues, Taro. My Zanuka project will fix that for you.
You're gonna jump in. Apollo, no, don't you dare. I got you. Here. Go in, Apollo. Wait. What up? We got somebody in the chat. What up? Hello. Show some love. Get in here and interact. Ooh, pretty. That's a pretty Volt. And they're gone. Come on, we got to get it there. We got someone in the chat. Hello, Chatman. Boom.
The enemies, high alert. The moment you enter the holding area, trigger the execution sequence. Rescue the hostage before it finishes.
Oh, this is a rescue. I got it. Not today. I agree. Get my ass busted right now. I personally enjoyed the Gas City rework. I like the tracks. I always fall for the tracks, but I like them. Oh, be quiet. You gotta get to that door. I mean, someone else will probably get to the door before we do. But... Ooh, see? Told you. You think I'll do this for my health?
You are running.
Bruh.
Bypass complete. You may proceed.
Come on!
Sorry, Mo-chan, but we leaving you behind. Robot animal abuser.
Warframe is strong.
Ah. I hate getting caught on that.
We've got robots inbound. This is the jail.
What do you mean you got robots? Robots. Apollo. Apollo, pick it up. Come on. You're putting in work. Oh, dude. Oh my, oh my god. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do it, bro. I believe in you.
Killed the hostage. This mission is a failure.
Oh. They could not do it. Oh no. And I die. And I die. And I cry every time. Normally someone would just have some ciphers ready and just press triangle, but you know. Can't use them ciphers on the sorties. You gotta hack it manually. Yes. Hey, what do you want / need? Here it is. Please. Hey. Hey. Let me take a look. Okay. I wonder if I can... No, cool. Okay, cool. What up, second person in the chat? Come on, drop some love. You already know what it is. I already know what it is. You. Yeah, I'm aware. Uh-huh. What else? I should. Here, you. Hold this one. Wow, you screeching. You're like a little goblin.
There is a prisoner here that is
Hobgoblin.
operations.
That's your new nickname.
Search for the
Hobgoblin.
holding
Gotcha.
location.
Watch for security systems.
I went the long way around.
Only clear. No
Dum-dum.
detection from enemy sensors.
Okay, let me see. Oh, I could have just jumped out.
Enemy is on high alert. The moment you enter the holding area, they'll trigger the
Are you
execution
serious?
sequence.
It's staying out there.
Rescue
Here you
the
go.
hostage before it finishes.
Ooh. Bruh.
Hurry up. You are running out of time. The pass is done. Go.
Okay. Oh no. Gotta get down there. possible thing.
Hurry up! I'm running out of time!
Here are the holding cells. Search for the hostage.
Oh man. I literally had it. I literally had it. What is this? Oh my god. I had it. I completed it. I completed it. I found it. Oh no. Not again. Oh, we're gonna be at this for a while. Puzzles. Shit. Puzzles. I know, right? Can someone let me know if you have me on Discord? Let me know if the chat's actually working. Sometimes it's not actually doing the thing. Let me see. You know what? Let's just pick a new party to do it.
You have loyalty issues,
That'll
Terra.
work.
My Zanuka project will fix that for you.
That'll do it. Okay, let's go. Come on. Apollo, what you doing over there? Come here. Come here. There you go. Oh man. Third time's a charm. We can do it. Here. Play with this. Where is it? Ooh.
Our intel suggests that our person of interest is in the vicinity. Search for the hostage and bring them home.
Corpus technology won't be enough to stop us.
Here's the wire. Wired up.
The enemy is on high alert. The moment you enter the holding area,
Oh no.
trigger the execution sequence.
Okay, you can
Rescue the hostage before it finishes.
Why do I keep? You can do it, you. Okay, let me see. Let me see.
The hostage is almost out of time. Hurry. Bypass complete. You may proceed. Let the hostage go. This mission is over.
Betrayers! Let me introduce my new friends. My latest in hybrid commerce.
Do you remember the old war, Operator? Order seems to have misplaced those memories.
Something's out there, dreamers. Nora can feel it.
Okay, I'm back. What up, what up, what up? Wait, how long have you actually been here?
Something big. And something
You know the rules. Or did you just come through? Did you just drop in?
Say, I wonder, the day it steps up to
I'm just
our
gonna
door
drop in.
and knocks.
Oh, and let me know how long the delay is. Because it's different. It's different between everybody. Yes, I am indeed. Ooh. I understand you're studying, but you know the rules. You know you're supposed to show some love when you drop in. You know this. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I don't know about that sortie though. That Zotti. I have
Excellent
no idea what we're
armaments,
supposed to do
Operator.
about that sortie.
Please return
Covered in blood.
safe and sound.
I have not a clue.
You have loyalty issues,
Show
Taro,
love.
my
I just
Zanuka
wanted to
project.
show support
We'll fix that
and
for you.
love. Shoujo background. Okay, Way. with your fucking shoujo background. There's two ways that can be interpreted. This is great. The Death Star. IXLXX. Okay. Hey. Ooh, that's a nice looking. Those are some nice looking orbiters. I fucks with it. Slash damage status effect is bleed. Bypasses shields and deals. Yeah, I knew that. Hey, let's go. Hey, get in there. Oh. Well, Way, you know you gotta interact so that I can have an excuse to have the mic on, so I can talk and interact with you. See, that's the trick. That's the strategy. Oh, darn. Okay. This way. It's this way you swear. You gotta locate the hostage. Then, oh, what the fuck is that? I will just want to bring down the... Oh, take your notes. I'm not saying don't take your notes. Take your notes. I'm proud of you. You're gonna be graduating and have a degree. You broke.
Hurry up.
Cause
We're
these
running
student loans ain't no
time.
joke.
The bypass is done.
I wonder what this one did. Go.
This is the jail. Hostage is in one of these cells.
Oh, I got it this time? Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Subject found. You need to bring the captive to safety. Protect them. Costs.
See, I knew he would do it. You just gotta believe in me. So believe in you that believes in you. Wait. What are the 4 elements of hip-hop? Gun to your head. What's the 4 elements of hip-hop? I want to hear some wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. What are the 4 elements of hip-hop?
Mission complete. The captive has been liberated.
Man, I should ask
you
for
will
the
be
part where
rewarded
the
for
4
this
elements of
10
hip-hop. He is really just talking to himself over there. The gimmick was going to be Apollo sitting in. Hacker noob. What is this dumb shit? You know what? We should have lost. We should have failed. I'm tired of you. Tired of it. Tired. Stay. Bruh.
You have
you
loyalty issues,
sabotage.
Taro. My Zanuka project will fix that for
I don't
you.
know. Hacker noob. Hacker noob. Oh man, I should have screenshotted that. That would have been the highlight of the evening. Hacker noob. Wait, when you're done taking this note you're taking, I want you to drop in the chat the 4 elements of hip hop. Wrong answers only. Ooh, that's the Day of the Dead skin. Hey, that looks really nice. They look really dope, to be honest. Just put that flavor on it. Put that on it. So got your shit looking really nice and important.
Your target is the reactor. The reactor will have tight security. Watch out for enemy patrols. Your target is the mainframe. The payload. Target found. Destroy it. That's it. Get out of here. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
You have loyalty issues, Tenno. My Zanuka project will fix that for you.
Yes, Way. The 4 elements of hip hop, but you can only answer with wrong answers. Yes, Way. I'm streaming as well, so I have my mic turned on.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Okay, we back in it. Did you really just say 6969? Yo, fuck you. Snitch, 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 snitch. There's either a 69 joke or a snitch joke. I'm gonna go with the snitch joke. Okay, because you are an intelligent individual. I thought you was gonna go for some like first answers like unemployment and shit. But I appreciate the fact that I got a really good like unemployment, inner city school systems, prison, toxic masculinity even. But you hit me with some real dopeness. I appreciate that. I don't listen to his music. It's the equivalent of like my taste, at least in rap. I eat clean. I don't consume junk food rap, basically. That fast food shit. Or rather, I do, but I'm really picky about my restaurant. You know who wants to go right back to making music as soon as this shit is done? If/when he can get off. He's going. His plan is to go back to making music, and his audience doesn't care, so he can realistically do that. Like that fucking yeah. All he has to do is get his hair cut, get them tattoos removed, get his makeup on point so that he can learn how to hide the nasty scars the tattoo removal is gonna definitely leave, and then go hide out in the middle of New Mexico for the rest of his life. I was reading an article in which they interviewed a professional disappearer. He doesn't work with the government. He has his own witness protection service where he'll pick you up, you call him, you pay him, and he'll pick you up and disappear you. For a generous fee. He'll pick you up and pretty sure we set you up with a whole new life and then you will disappear. And they were interviewing him. I read it. Actually, I think it was an article that came into the and it's like, yeah, he doesn't want to disappear. And his main problem is, oh, I could disappear. Just like the government can disappear. The problem is, does he want to stay disappeared? And yeah, that's a big no. I mean, he's still facing 10 years. He still has more people to snitch on. He's still facing a smooth 6 to 10. Last time I heard. So more people need to be snitched on. You know how this goes. Rap switch pitches intensified. I haven't even been really good at playing. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get Vinny to start playing so that we can actually have a good time. But the problem is Vinny doesn't want to play. The video plays trash like Fortnite, so I don't know. Apparently the secret, no matter how good or bad the game is, the secret is to just beg him. I'm like, that's whack, that's more. Then again. You know how it is. Waiting for you to get a PS4, whatever that'll be. So then we can get some stuff and get it popping. I'm sorry, Xbox was the wrong choice this cycle. I'm just gonna be. Everyone's like, well, you know, Xbox won last console cycle. And it doesn't really matter in the end. I just got killed twice in 2 seconds. My Warframe's, Wukong's ability, Defy. It used to be basically, when you get killed, you don't die. You taunt. And you say, haha, I'm from Wukong, fuck you. Now, it's still that, but you also get buffs. And every time you're knocked dangerously close to having low health, or you're straight up killed, and you still have a charge of Defy left, you'll consume one of, oh no, it's just something that's going to come up whenever I talk about game consoles. But yeah, Xbox did lose big this generation. That's objectively. All of its cool exclusives were canceled or bad. That's objective. Talk about the shift to VRN, and then Xbox One SAD, the digital edition, it's literally called the Xbox SAD, other stuff, nah. And PlayStation started off the generation on shaky footing, and then started winning. And then everyone was like, oh, they winning. And they were like, yes, we are. And they got full of themselves. Oh, I got you. But,
We're done here.
If it's
the extraction
useful,
team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
we earned 4,365 focus. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. GG. That's one sortie completed. After a hacker noob. And hell, all Sony has to do is like stop this crusade with this weird censoring of games, and then just make sure the God emulator on the PS5 is completely backwards compatible like it's supposed to be. Because it's confirmed that because Sony basically registered this patent for basically this super emulator that can perfectly emulate games from every previous PlayStation with the exception of PSP and Vita. Literally 1 through 3. And I have a feeling it's either not going to work like that or they're going to lock its functionality somehow. Just like the PS4 now has a perfectly working PS2 emulator in it. As in literally drag and drop the ROMs into the PS2 emulator and it will emulate your PS2 shit. But for some reason, it's locked. The feature is locked. It can only be used if you buy a PS2 game. You buy a PS2 game via the PlayStation Store. And I know exactly what they're gonna do. It's either going to be locked or they're going to paywall it. And that's how Sony's gonna fuck up next cycle. Because Sony,
Operator?
because you
Ordis
think
wonders,
companies
what are
full
you
of
thinking about?
smart businessmen committed to stealing your money, you think they would do something to make it worth it. Possibly. Now, this is a hunch. The only reason I'm speaking with certainty is because it's a no-brainer to not lock the functionality. Like, hey, the PS5 will be completely compatible with the PS4, which makes me think that it might just be a PS4 Pro with some new shit. Or it might be literally built on the architecture of the PS4. If it's going to be able to perfectly play PS4 games. These are my thoughts. But, you know, Sony likes to wait until they're on the top of the world to fuck up. So I'm in my mind, I'm just going, they're gonna fuck up. And that's exactly how they're gonna do it. I need a Saren. Wait, who would you main in this game if you had it? Well, technically your main is your starter, because unless you go out and just buy an access pack or buy a frame that you really want, your starter typically, your main is typically your starter up until you start getting the ones you really want. Basically, these are the ones I have. These are the frames I have. I have Baruch. He's the pacifist frame. He's Mirage? Oh! Ooh. Mirage? Harley Quinn, you mean? Well, what kind of characters do you really like? what kind of character archetypes do you like? Because Mirage is really good. She's basically diversion. She plays decoy. I liked her when I was maining her. You got Baruch. He's literally Buddhist monk. He's the pacifist frame. His exalted weapons are sparring types. So that means he can punch and kick when he activates his exalted weapons. But in order to use basically you usually pick the odd ones. Well, every frame is really odd. Just look at them; they're weird. Buddhist monk. This is Chroma, or Chroma Prime. This is the Prime version of Chroma. Elemental Dragon. That's his power. He's a Elemental Dragon. Ember. She's a Phoenix. This is Ember Prime. Ember Prime. Very rare. Primes are the rare versions of frames. They're very powerful. Even though the difference is just a big boost in stats and a cool looking skin. So you really don't need a prime, but DE does occasionally hand them out for free, and as long as you know what you're doing, it's easy to kind of get one, even though they're still pretty rare. And Ember is one of the early ones, and she's been vaulted, so she's really rare to get, especially since the relics to get her. This is Equinox. I want you to this is my Equinox Prime. The skin I'm going for is basically Virgil, Femme Virgil, and this is my Za. This is my first Za. I named it the Yamato, colored it just like the Yamato, so that I can have a nice Devil May Cry reference. She's Equinox is a support. Assault. She's a support and an assault frame. Yep, that is Virgil. She's two frames. She's literally two frames in one. This is her Twilight / Eclipse form. She has three forms: Sun form, Moon form buffs, Sun form attacks. Twilight form doesn't really do anything but look cool. This is Excalibur. This is my Excalibur. He's custom. The Zas are modular weapons which you can build. Well, the Zas are modular melee weapons. You go to the plains of Eidolon and you can buy them with rep, and then you can build them. After you guild, you have to guild a Za before you can name it and color it. Basically, get it to level 30, get it to level cap, and then prestige to reset it. It ups its base stats, and now you can color it and you can name it. That's the same. It's the same process for every modular weapon and even the modular companions. This is my Excalibur. Excalibur is a good frame. He's a good starter. He's probably the best starter in my opinion. His passive ability is that every Warframe has 5 abilities. 4 main abilities and 1 passive. His passive is that he does 30% more damage with any bladed weapon. This is Excalibur Umbra. I've got a special skin on him, that's why he looks like this. He typically doesn't look like this. He typically looks like... Let me see. He typically looks like this. Oh, I mean this. Shit! All these are custom skins. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh, this is the Iron Man setup. And this is supposed to be Strider. He typically looks like this. Shit. He's the second prime for Excalibur. Excalibur is the only he's the only frame in the game with two primes. Excalibur Prime is basically the rarest frame in the game because the only way to get it is to purchase a Founders Pack, which you cannot do anymore. I'm gonna color them properly again. But this is Excalibur Umbra or Shadow Excalibur. He is the second. Excalibur Prime, and you get him for free upon basically completing a quest. You have to complete, I think, the sacrifice?
Strange. Ordis did not see the value of those photonic wavelengths
yes, you have to complete the sacrifice to get him. And he's dope. He also comes with Umbra mods, very rare mods. And he also comes with a katana, the Skajati? I think it's Skajati? Where is it? The Skajati, basically. Here's his custom katana. It's dope. Don't know why he's holding it like that. Maybe it's the stance. Maybe it's the stance I got on it. Here's Frost. This is a custom skin for Frost, basically. I like this skin because it makes him look like some sort of god. It makes him look like some sort of pagan god you pray to in the winter. Or it makes him look like someone is wearing a really cool D&D skin. Right? Like, I'm not D&D. It looks like someone's wearing a really cool armor set. Dark Souls or Monster Hunter. Yeah, but no. Oh, also every Warframe has a hidden animal motif, or almost all of them. Frost is hooven creatures apparently. Otherwise, wouldn't have a fucking Minotaur, as you know. But this is how Frost typically looks. Let me open it again. He does ice. Really good early game frame. This is Egypt, the Warframe. I hope you like Egypt, the Warframe. This is Inaros, the Guardian of the Sand. He's a mummy. He manipulates sand. He can mummify enemies and turn them into allies. That's crazy. Oh yeah, this is the Anubis helmet I wear on him. This is his typical helmet. It's pretty dope. I put this on him because it's Egypt. Hero is also Egypt to a degree, but Inaros is more Egypt. This is the hentai frame. His name is Hydroid. He's a fucking pirate. He's also an eldritch abomination. He has tentacle beard and tentacle hair. It's pretty dope. This is Limbo. This is Dio. Hi, Dio. Now let me see if he can do it. Hey, he's doing it. He's doing it. Hi, Dio. Limbo has the ability to basically walk. He has the ability to open up the void to rift walk, which is essentially entering a parallel universe layered on top of our own. And when he does this, he cannot be harmed. He can open portals into this. He calls it the Rift. It's called the Rift. It's called Limbo or the Rift. Some people call it, but we have a thing called the Void, and it's very different, But inside his spectral purgatory, he is God. He used to have this ability where he could basically stop He could throw knives, put a bubble of his rift energy around it, and then stop them in midair like Dio. He's literally Dio. That's why I have these Dio colors for him. Your god, Dio Brando. And look, here's a Dante skin. Oh wait, it's not necessarily it's not Dante skin yet. You gotta kid him out with everything he needs to be Dante. Where's that? You gotta put it. You gotta give him his rebellion. You gotta give him rebellion. And you gotta put ebony and ivory on it. There, Dante. This is Mag. She's pretty awesome. She's Magneto, literally. Really good support frame. She's one of the 3 starter frames you can choose from in the beginning of the game. Pretty dope. As you can see, I've taken the Magneto thing pretty far. I've got Magneto colors on her. Put a cape on her. Pretty neat. Magneto's dope. This is Mesa. This is the prime version of Mesa. Oh shit. These are her abilities. They're mostly buffs. Except for her thing where she basically puts a shield around herself and becomes tanky as fuck. The prime version of Mesa. Bull woman. As in she too is also a bull. Oh, wait. She also has the nicest ass in all of Warframe. Well, actually, top three. But look at them thighs, though. She's awesome. Here's your girl, Mirage. Oh, wait. Oh, here's your girl, Mirage. Let's go. There's Mirage. Harley Quinn in the room. I do like, this is Mirage Prime. Once again, Prime versions, they're stronger, they look cooler. I like, what is it, Hall of Mirrors, where she gets the clones. Prism is pretty cool too. This is Necros. Death Walking. White Shadow, or I colored him white so I could call him White Shadow. But, Death becomes him. He is Necros. I am become death, destroyer of worlds. Make zombies and shit. He's literally the Grim Reaper. He is death. Literally. Don't know how they did it. There's a canonical explanation for how they made all the Warframes, like, individually. But I don't know how the fuck they made this freak. He's a freak. Like, what dark forces did you make a pact with? Oh my god, look at this fucking demon helm. The Lazarus helmet? Oh, I'm gonna have to get that. I'm gonna have to cop that. But here I have this cosmetic on him, the Shroud helmet, which is literally a funeral shroud. He looks dope. He looks like a ghost. Which is cool since usually he looks like the Grim Reaper. Trap frame! We in the room, trap frame. Fuck is you talking? Trap frame. Trap frame. Here's your real main. Wait, you was wondering about your main? This is your actual real main. This is your real main. This is Nesha. I used to call her Nessa, or call him Neza, until I learned the real pronunciation is Nesha. Based off the Chinese god of the same name. A god who is universally portrayed as a trap. Like, Nesha is always a pretty, to the point of, that's a girl, pretty. And you see I got the Sailor Moon colors going. I'm not sure because I don't know the legend. All I know is that he was a bitch. He was a pretty bitch, but he was a bitch. And he got mad one day, and then he killed the dragon. I'll have to do the research. But if he's eternally young, that would explain how he could be pretty forever. Other than the fact was, yeah, he was abnormally pretty. He was also a demigod. He was born right before his dad got promoted into being a general of heaven. So when his dad became a god, he became a god. And that's how that goes. But all I know is that he killed the dragon by being a bitch. Because he was a bitch. He, you know, just bitchness all around. But that's your real main. The thing about Nesh's abilities, when used correctly, make him amazing. He basically becomes a perfect all-arounder when his abilities are used correctly. Ew, look at that. What's that? It's Nidus. Please excuse this, because I didn't do that. The game did that. The game gave me a random physical build. This is what I came up with. You like that? Look at that icky shit. Ugh, look at it. Look at it. Ew. Haha. Symbiote vibes on. I took a look at it and I was like, oh wait. That's an effect. It's a cosmetic called an ephemera. You know how the word ephemera basically means kind of like a murky aura? That's DE has these cosmetics of the same name. And what they do is they create a cool aura around your character and they leave a trail behind you as you walk.
If I may say, operator,
This is the
your
infested
chosen
ephemera,
Warframe
so he
suits
leaves this
you.
goo.
Ha.
And on top of manifesting just this cool sci-fi disease, spoilers, the Warframes are made out of this disease, all of them. And you can see, he leaves the shit behind as he walks. And as he stands there, he creates a dank puddle of it. Go back over here. This is the infested ephemera, which I copped as part of the last chapter of Nightwave. Oh my god, doesn't he look cool? He looks fucking dope. Rhino. Actually, I don't think I like these colors for Rhino. Look at my other Iron Man frame. Pretty dope. Why this? We don't have the... Okay, cool. This is Rhino. He's the big boy. He's literally the big boy. It works on him just as well as it works on my Umbra. It's a skin I have. He's dope. What can I say? He has a roar. He has armor. He has a charge attack. He has roar, which buffs you. He has stomp, which basically is a stomp move that at low levels really doesn't do shit other than stun the enemy. But at high levels, it stuns and it creates basically a pop-up, a time stop pop-up effect where enemies literally just float in midair. He is dope. He's the resident tanky Warframe. This is Trinity Prime. Trinity Prime was given out like 2 or 3 years ago as a promotion with Twitch Prime. You basically merge your Twitch Prime with your Warframe and you got a free Prime. That's the shit I talk about. Even though Primes are hard to get, sometimes DE will give you a Prime. For example, I got Necros Prime last year as a promotional deal they did with as part of a promotion to get people to watch TennoCon, the TennoCon keynote address. You can get every frame for free, technically, because the parts for a prime frame come in these things called relics. Relics are basically free loot boxes. As long as you play the game, you're going to amass hundreds of these relics. Then you have to go on a special mission, which is basically a special mission where you collect these this stuff called what's it called? It's escaping me right now. Reactant. Once you collect 10 reactant within during a mission, your relic will crack and you'll get a part for a rare weapon, for a prime weapon. Weapons also have primes, or a frame. But some frames are vaulted, and when a frame is vaulted, it means their relics become rarer, because the game is no longer going to give their relics out as liberally, and then you have to trade to get relics. You have to trade. You would then have to trade your plat, your premium currency, for you have to go on the market and then trade in order to get the parts that you want. But yeah, about once, maybe twice a year, they'll give you a free prime. And DE also already gives you a lot of shit for free. A lot of shit that other games would charge you out the nose. Destiny and Borderlands wouldn't do the kind of shit that Warframe does for its people. I don't even play shooters. Like, Warframe is it's Warframe and like Resident Evil 4. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Those are the only shooters I really play. I might pick up Destiny just to see the new shit, because Destiny has a whole bunch of new shit, but I don't play shooters. And I don't really like them. In the meanwhile, hey, we got fucking X-23 over here. Let me see. Where's your shit? Where's your shit? Fucking got X-23 over here. This is Valkyr. She's basically the cat frame. Well, she's basically the cat girl frame, even though we have two of those frames technically. And she's Wolverine. I call her X-23, but her origin is literally Wolverine. Aled V kidnapped her. Or he kidnapped a random Valkyr, and then fucked with that Valkyr so much she's basically insane now. She's an insane berserker, and for some reason it's incredibly hard to basically get a sane, basically get Valkyr. A Valkyr before that. Like, that doesn't really exist. Like, this must happen early on. Although, to make your Valkyr sane, it's not hard to do. You just put a skin, just change her idle stance to and then put this skin on her. And this is what Valkyr was. Oh, let me see. Ta-da! As you can see, she was a cat. She was kind of like more of a griffin or a manticore. I can see because she's got these wing things going on. Or maybe that's also the Valkyrie. This is the cool skin that I wish I had. But skins are money. I'm gonna put her back in her preferred idol. How do I? Oh, okay. This is Volt. Ah, shit. Hi, Valkyr. Oh, Valkyr also has energy claws. Most Warframes have an exalted weapon. Her, not every frame, but a lot of them. Her weapons are these, her talons, which are these energy claws she creates. Mind you, she already has sharp claws, and I already put claw weapons on her. And now she has energy claws too, so. Yeah. Valkyr sounds like Valkyrie, that's the point. That's literally the point. Even, like, I would have had Valkyr, like, I would have named Hildren Valkyr. This is Hildren, I don't have her, but I can preview all the frames here. And she's basically Zarya from Overwatch, if she was a Warframe. She's buff, she's got the thickest thighs, she's got a muscle ass, which isn't all that big, but she has the thickest thighs in the whole damn game. Her abilities work on manipulating shields. Oh yeah, look at her. She's thick. She is a wall of power. I'm working on getting her parts. I don't have her parts, but she's one of the few frames I really want. And this is Volk. But you see Hildren, that's also basically a Norse name. And since Hildren is the Shield Maiden, I would have named her Valkyr, and I would have named Valkyr Bast. You kind of see what I'm going for, right? With the themes. I just want everything to match the theme. But this is Volt. You see, I got the way I set up his cosmetics. He's got a Green Lantern thing going on, basically. He's the last of the 3 starter frames you get to pick from. He's also really good. They're all really good all-arounders, but I'd say Excalibur's the best, with Valkyr being the 3rd, and him being the 2nd. This is Wisp. Ah, shit. Come here. And this is Wisp. Why isn't she fucking flying? She's supposed to be hovering. No animation sets. If you won't... Wisp is basically... She's the first and only fairy. She's basically a fairy. Well, actually, no. She's not the first. Titania is the first. She's the fairy frame, or she's a fairy frame. She's specifically a sun fairy frame, and she's one of the strongest frames because of her ability to buff massively. She can create these things called reservoirs. When she puts, by manifesting these things called motes. These motes are little seeds. They're little seeds that float and create an area of effect. The area of effect fields are called reservoirs. Within the reservoirs, there are 3 different ones. There's shock, there's haste, and there's vitality. You are infinitely buffed within the 3 reservoirs. Within the fields of the 3 reservoirs, you have infinite health, or rather infinite health regen after a few seconds. Within the haste reservoir, you have infinite movement speed and attack speed, which and fire rate for guns. Within the shock mote, you have infinite electricity buffs. She's very helpful. The thing is that when you step out of the field of these reservoirs, the buff ticks down from 30. So you want to get in and get out. And she has movement. She has probably the best ass in the game, which you're constantly going to see because she doesn't walk. She floats and hovers everywhere. And part of the way she flies is by kind of moving her hips to steer, which means she's constantly waving her ass in your face. So that's good. It's good fan service. And then we have Wukong Prime. Goku Prime. Look at him. Let me take a... Let me put... Where is it? Where is it? Tonbo. My polearm of choice. Oop. Let me change those back to black. And you already know his deal. He's Sun Wukong. His Cloud Walker ability allows him to turn into a mist, and he gains super speed while in this mist. He has Defy, which basically gives him a special buff every time he's killed, up to the point where he has to be killed 3 times before he actually dies once. Oh yeah, Celestial Twin allows him to create a double of himself. This clone, basically you share your weapons with the clone. When you switch to melee, he'll switch to whatever guns you were using. When you switch back to guns, he'll switch to your melee weapon. This Celestial Twin was originally called Hair of the King because Sun Wukong could clone himself from his hairs. I wish they would have kept that name, but here's Cloud Walker, Defy. You get 3 buffs. Primal Fury is him summoning his exalted weapon, which is the Iron Staff, or the Iron Rod, or the Power Pole. It's basically an infinitely long staff that turns into when you hit your heavy attacks, it transforms into a pillar. It becomes a really thick pillar, really big stick. There are some more frames, and we can run through real quick. Oh, this is my last frame. This is actually my last frame, because I think we've gone through every one of them. This is Zephyr. She's a bird. All sexual. She's a bird. She's actually one of the few bird frames. She's one of the few god frames and one of the few bird frames. She creates gusts of wind, which she can fly into to allow herself to fly. She's the only Warframe who can actually fly without the help of an Archwing. Which Hildren can fly. Hildren can fly. You'd think that Wisp would be able to fly, but she can't. So she's the first Warframe to be able to fly. Ghost can fly. We're going to talk about Ghost in a minute. And he's the newest frame. Ghost can fly when you hit his special, one of his specials, his Mach Rush, and you have no weapons, or I think no melee weapon, he flies. Okay, we've covered all the frames I have. This is Ash. He's a ninja. All Warframes are basically ninjas, especially Excalibur, but no, he's a ninja. He's basically the frame you want to use when it comes to stealth and whatnot. His motif is, of course, insects. Atlas. He's the hand-to-hand melee frame. He's also the Earth Elemental frame. He looks fucking weird. I don't like the way he looks. But his Prime version, which I'm currently grinding the parts for, looks pretty dope. Banshee, the sound frame. She manipulates sound. It can apply buffs. This is OG Chroma. He looks fucking strange. This is OG Ember. She looks fucking strange. This is OG Equinox. She looks strange. This is Gara. Atlas looks fucking weird, but I'm grinding his Prime version, and when I do that, I'll let you know, because his Prime version looks better, of course. This is Gara. She's basically a Kamen Rider. She's a samurai who can turn things into glass, and she manipulates glass. She took down an entire Eidolon by herself. An Eidolon is a huge sentient monster, and that's why the planes of Eidolon are called the planes of Eidolon, because she killed one. She murdered one by herself, single-handedly. She's strong. Plus, she looks like a fucking henshin hero. You wouldn't watch this cartoon? Glass Samurai Gara every Sunday morning, because you know the Japanese, in Japan, the cartoons and all the cool shit, they play on Sunday morning, not Saturday morning. This is Garuda. Now I like Garuda from a concept basis, but I'm like, why a female frame? Because Garuda should not have been named Garuda, especially for what they were going for. Make him a big burly dude, like around the same build as Hildren. We got a hot lady, especially since Garuda in Hindu lore, Garuda is a dude. If you wanted a female frame who could do all the same things, especially what you were going for with this kit, you could have just made her blue and named her Shiva. I mean, not Shiva, Kali. There you go. Kali would have done all the same things, and you could have even gave her 6 arms. You could have had her do a special where she has 6 arms. But here's Garuda, the king of birds. She's a vampire frame. She's basically a vampire frame. She works with applying DPS. She's got a lot of tank and DPS things that she uses for crowd control. And when you equipped her with no melee weapons, she'll use her talons, which are these cool claws, as claws. They'll flip down and she'll be able to use them as claws. Then we're getting into the new boy. This is the new kid on the block. His name is Goss. He's the speed frame. He is faster than every other frame. There are other frames with speed abilities, like Nesha. Nesha slides and runs faster. Volt has an ability called Speed, where he casts basically a speed buff on you in himself, and he can run at super speed. The fastest frame is a tie between him and Wukong, because while in Cloudwalker form, Wukong Mist is very, very fast. He's incredibly fast. I guess you could say that Wukong also flies, because when he's air, when he's in his mist form, he can fly. So I guess there's about 4 frames who can fly. 4 or 5 frames. But this is Goss. He's brand new. He's built like some sort of weird airplane transformer because he is speed. He's the speed frame. Are his exhaust chutes supposed to be doing that? You see how they're jittering, right? Sometimes you'll get weird things like that, where his shit will just, where parts of frames will just do whatever. This is Harrow. He's the other Egypt frame. He's also Catholic frame, because his design is based off of Catholic priest as well as Pharaoh. And this is evident in his design. He is tied with Wisp as the #1 support frame in the game, because his crowd control abilities are unparalleled. He can just kill people. He could just be like, and you're dead. And then he's dead. And then here's Hildren. She's a top tier support. We talked about her. She's top tier support. She manipulates the shield energy of herself as well as enemies, and can use those to attack, defend, or put defensive buffs on other people. She is your living shield. She is the shield maiden. Pretty tight. This is OG Hydroid. He's fucking weird. He got some thick thighs though. He's fucking weird. This is Ivara. She's based off of Tree Frog. She is also the archery frame. As you can tell by these arrows, this tactical quiver she has on her arm. She is the primary, like, she is the archery frame. She's really good at it. They want you to use her arrow. They want you to use her wires, which are her primary abilities. She creates these wires that she can climb on. They can trip enemies up, and they want you to snipe. They want you to snipe enemies, preferably with arrows from afar. Whew. Oh. Pretty dope. This is Cora. She is the other cat frame. She comes with a cat. She has a cat familiar that she can summon, and basically she's Beast Lord / other cat person frame. I've been working on getting the stuff for her, but I can't build her yet. She's pretty cool. Oh, nice. Oh, that ass though. Oh, I see what you're working with. I see what you're working with, Cora. I see what you're working with. Who else we got? OG Limbo. He's a well-dressed gentleman. All these frames are pretty cool. Look at him. A well-dressed gentleman. OG Limbo. This is Loki. He's basically he's one of the go-to stealth frames. And he can do almost everything. His stealth, he can play stealth or he can play decoy. He has a lot of abilities that are similar to Mirage. He has some of the best looking cosmetics if you're going for a demon look. And he's pretty dope. We're gonna wait for our shit to load in. This is Mesa. This is OG Mesa. She's got a cool bandana. Because the lore is that she only fights with one eye because her aim is too good. She looks pretty cool. This is OG Mirage. As you can tell, she looks fucking strange. And that helmet is fucking creepy. OG Necros. Weird. This is Nova. I don't know why she looks like that. She's basically the love child of Mag and Volt, as her her power source is a combination of their power sources. Volt uses electricity, Mag uses magnetic energy, she uses electromagnetic energy. She's a 2-in-1. Her prime looks like Chun-Li, which is probably the coolest thing about Nova, other than her helmet, is the fact that her prime version looks like Chun-Li. This is Nyx. If you're wondering where you've seen Nyx before, Nyx is based off of Excalibur. Nyx is a holdover. Her original design is a holdover from a time in development, in Warframe's development, where there was going to be female and male variants of every frame. That's why she was basically designed to look like a female Excalibur. She's basically a psychic. She's also based off of the Nemesis armor from Dark Sector. Dark Sector is the prequel to Warframe. It's a first-person shooter It's a third-person shooter / action game from the 360 era. It's fucking terrible. But if you like Warframe, you can learn a lot about Warframe by going and playing it. She's got a big horn. And basically what they did was they took elements from the Nemesis armor and elements from Excalibur and combined them and made Nyx. This is Oberon. He's a goat. He's also a mage. He's also basically a druid. He's literally the druid frame. He's really good at support. He has some really cool abilities. He can make plants grow out of the ground, no matter what kind of floor you're on. I have the prime version of him over here. Where is he? You can look at my prime version of Oberon. He's pretty cool. I like him. I custom colored him, by the way. Almost all these are custom colors. Before we get back to the frames I don't have anymore, we're going to look at Revenant. Revenant is the zombie frame. He's not alive. He is alive because your operator is piloting him, but he is not alive. He was a Tenno who basically merged himself with the remnants of an Eidolon. Of the Eidolon he was guarding. And they merged together and became this weird zombie phantom thing. He can basically kill enemies and also bring them back as ads, and he's a ghost. And I liked his energy, and he also has an arm shrouded. As you can see, he has an arm shrouded in this weird void sentient energy. And for his color scheme, I also did a Magneto thing for his color scheme. Pretty dope. Which makes me think I should probably do Polaris on Mag. This is Octavia. Octavia. Oh boy, Octavia. Octavia manipulates music. Basically, you have this thing called the monochord, which is kind of like your soma chord. Your soma chord is the music player in your orbiter. She has a portable version called a monochord. On the monochord, you take songs that you've collected, that you can collect in levels, and you remix them and create new songs with them. These songs can give yourself and your party buffs. She also looks like she looks like a dope. She's a DJ, but she looks like a dope marching band member. There. Pretty cool. This is OG Trinity, weird bug person. Oh, by the way, Trinity is the primary healing frame. Trinity excels in support and basically providing healing buffs. Here's Titania. She's the first fairy frame, not like, well, her and Oberon are technically also, Oberon is also a fairy, because, you know, the Fairy King Oberon. She's also the first frame to be able to fly. When she activates her Razor Wing attack, she flies. That's a meal, but I'm like, what, like, why are the wings spread out? Like,
navigation has been updated with new invasions. Chaos is spreading.
That's not the only thing she's eating. This is this is Saren. Saren is Saren. She dresses like a stripper, or a hooker, or a woman whose husband just died, whose rich husband died under mysterious circumstances, and she's here to collect the money. That's how she dresses. She doesn't really have much of an animal theme because she's supposed to be a flower. She's poison. She's the poison frame, and she can inflict tons of damage, and she's basically the best crowd control frame because of this. She's what we call a nuke frame, whose abilities are so good that it can trivialize almost any mission. Really cool, really dope. If you ever have the chance to run into one, have one on your team, I'd say definitely go do it. This is OG Wukong. Monkey. You get what you get and you don't get upset. He's a monkey. OG Zephyr. She a cutie pie. She a bird. And I love her. Vauban. Train Man. Vauban was made for crowd control because he has these traps. His ability is the ability to create, is the ability to strategize and inflict massive damage via crowd control, via his traps. But because the meta shifted from crowd control to straight up damage, he became trivialized. But those are all the frames. We're getting a new frame. He's an Oni. He's a fat Oni. His name is Grendel. He has the ability to eat enemies and spit them out. He's not in the game yet. He's coming. But those are all the frames. Thus far. You like Mirage and you like Revenant. Revenant, you have to beat a quest to get Revenant, basically. And a lot of these frames, you have to... A lot of the other frames, you'll find that you have to actually beat quests to get. You have to beat a quest to get Titania, to get Inaros, to get Chroma. In fact, I say don't do that. In the case of these quest frames that have Prime versions, just get the Prime versions, because you don't need to beat the quest to basically put together a Prime version of a frame. That, and a cool trick that no one's going to tell you is a Prime frame can be downgraded into its basic form if you just go in the appearance menu and just pick the normal variant. The normal variant will be available as an appearance option. See? I just transformed my Chroma Prime back into a normal Chroma, but he keeps all the benefits of being a Prime frame. Because a frame being Prime, and basically what we're doing Nightwave Intermission.
Welcome.
What can we do? We can do 3 assassination missions.
That's all from me.
We're going to do the same 3 assassination missions, actually. We're going to kill the Forid on Mars. Food. 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 Electrical. Where is the... It should be... Is it on Mars? Where does the Forid, where's the first time you fight the Forid? Let me see. Is it on Venus? This one was actually on Mars. Wait, let me know if you can still... My internet is telling me that the connection isn't solid enough to continue streaming. So let me know if you're still actually here. I thought it was... Okay, cool. When you're streaming... When you're just streaming via the thing, they'll tell you. Kalazar. Okay, oh. Who do I, who? War. No. I'm trying to figure out where the fort is so we can go fight it. Is it Phobos? Yeah. Fuck it, we're gonna go kill the sergeant. Fuck it. No, I don't care. It's gonna be really easy. Sometimes I drop in on missions and the shit is already done. So I don't know. I'm really just one more. They're already doing the work. Shit, I thought it was. What is this? Come on. Oh my god. I'm over here missing some good action. So my Tombow is modded to be ridiculously strong. And I love it. But that's not what matters.
Corpus walkers are heading to your location.
Also, for some reason, Wisp does not have a melee. Doesn't have a melee thing. Doesn't have a melee walk cycle. Or walk cycle for holding melee weapons.
Anymore. Let's get out of here.
But this is what I was talking about. When I say she has to basically sway her hips.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
We fought with honor.
Oh, man. Ooh, my knees. Ooh. That feels good, stretching these legs out. Yeah. I sound like an old man. Oh, stretch my legs out. Come here. Young whipper snappers. Back in. Ooh, come here. Ooh, come here. Ooh, come here. I'm gonna keep. Let me start first. You know what I miss? Them Rutgers, that Rutgers takeout. But I don't know if it's worth like $1,000 trying to get meal plan. I don't think it's worth it. Oh, okay. Alright, peace. I'll continue streaming for a little while. You know, just let me know when you get back.
The assassination
Then I'll probably
nearby.
end the
Seek
stream
and
soon
destroy.
and I might pick up when you get back, since you are the only person watching.
Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
Yeah, just let me know when you get back. And I'll resume this stream. Probably end it here soon.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here. Bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
Alright, see you later, Will. That's basic, yeah. That's the catch. That's literally. I'm sorry, guys. Beef. Are they good? Let me see.
That's the thing that people complain when the taco is just like half a burger.
Well, that's the same as when they tried to do the Italian cheeseburger, their long burger. Yeah.
We need to find
Their
the
taco
VIP
salad and
take
taco
them
chili.
out. Do not let the
Like,
target escape.
Okay, ready to blast these machines into spare parts?
Walkers incoming.
Yeah, basically. And the chicken sandwich, because it's chicken. Yeah, it's beef. It's just frame boiled beef.
Nice work taking down the VIP.
I want
Now
some
get to
burgers from there,
extraction.
but I don't want to. Yeah, I'm about to take him now. I was going to. Well, I was going to cook for him now. I will bring you the food then. Well, it only takes 5-10 minutes. He can wait he can wait that long for a hot dog.
Words coming in of so many of you being your best selves. Nora is just beside herself with admiration.
Maybe trash there.